How's it going, everyone? My name is Nick. I'm an employee of Troy's, and today we're going to be looking at properties in my area, South Carolina, and he's going to guide me through his process of looking for good deals and houses to potentially flip. I've never flipped a house before. However, I have bought a house and fixed it up, and now I'm living in it. Troy and I made a video on that exact thing already, so if you want to learn more about how that process went, go ahead and check it out. But in this video, this is for newbie investors or people who want to get into real estate investing. Troy's going to be showing me what to look for and how to go about buying your first investment property. So I'm going to shut up now and just get straight into the video.
All right, so this is one of the ones he sent me, so let's comp this out. So needs a lot more work. I would almost call that a gut job of a house. I don't know if that building comes with it. So you're gonna have to put an HVAC system in that so that you'd rip this out. So let me just kind of walk you through how I'm looking at things. So first of all, you gotta put a new deck on there, probably build this thing all the way out, probably knock down that old fireplace, bring this up to code. I'd probably gut this house. These smaller houses, they're worth gutting. There's really not a lot to save. So I'd take this thing down to the studs. I don't know if that roof's any good, but if you do elevate this thing, one thing that you could do, and this is just a tip for people who are in construction, you usually have 2x6 trusses, which is the boards that go across your rafters are 2x6s, but code requires it to be 10 inches to put insulation in there. So my suggestion is put a 2x4 on top of that 2x6, and then that's 10 inches. Bring your ceiling directly to the top so that when you walk in, your house feels more open. So this house right here, we know based on what we're looking at. So the other things we want to pay attention to, okay, it's been on the market 23 days on Redfin, built in 1950. It's on a small lot, so it definitely doesn't come with that other one. I'd probably offer these guys like 50,000 bucks, maybe 40,000 bucks. I'd probably try to turn it into a 3-2. And I'd gut it. I'm guessing you're going to be looking at like a $50,000 bid on this one. So I would probably offer them $40,000. And the way I would do this is I would do this exactly the same way. But basically, I would just use your same thing. Hey, my name's Nick. I'm a local guy out here. I'm looking for a house for my family. This is a house for your family, right? And like, you just want to appeal to their emotions. Like, I apologize for the little offer. Nobody's going to buy this house. So like, I think that you're the only buyer. I'd probably offer them 40 actually. If you want to go down to the comps and see what it says right here, you know, this one sold for 95. It's in really good shape. I'd rather see somebody buy this for 95 than that one. So that one is almost one where I'm like, you got to get it for so damn cheap that it has to make sense for you. So I wouldn't probably pay much more than 40 or 50 at the most. The big thing is you want to offer 40 to 50, but what you can do during that whole process is like, if they say no or whatever they do, like, here's a couple of key things. Number one, I don't think anybody's buying this house. So you offer 40 to 50, they might tell you no the first time. Like, no, we need to get this much. It's going to sit on the market for a while. So I would just continue to watch it and continue to offer on it. And I would just bring my offers lower. Like I might offer 40 on the first go and like they'll drop it to 60 or 70. And then I'll offer 35 and then I'll offer 30 and then I'll offer 25. So the key thing is you follow up with people. You know, the other thing I would say is I'm going to go and take care of everything because you're going to rip out. You're basically going to start over in this one. You've got what is called a raised foundation right here, pier and beam more than likely. And so what that means is it's not a slab on grade. I think you're on pier and beam as well at your house. It's a small house. It's not going to cost you a ton to fix it up. I'd rather, you know, when you look at something like that, it's like, I'd rather buy something like this for 95 than buy something like this for 40 and put 40 into it. I'd rather buy something like this on a loan because this one to me is a better deal, right? Like everything's good. It's just older and dated. And it's probably what I would almost determine as rent ready in that condition right now. So that's why I'm saying, like, when you're looking at houses, like this one doesn't need anything. You don't need to start all over. It needs a little bit of stuff, you know, but the other one needs everything and it's going to add up to close to that same amount of money. So for me, that would be a better buy, but obviously that one's gone. So I like this one a lot better. Now, are you planning on flipping them or turning them into rentals? We talked about rentals.
I want to flip.
All right. So I don't like that first one for a flip. I like that first one for a rental.
Just because the profit margin isn't wide enough?
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't have the acreage. I mean, you could flip it. I just think that it's a lot of work. This is an easier one to do. You don't need to start all the way over. It's got a nice brick. This looks like an addition right here. It's way bigger. I like that. It's a 3-2 versus that other one, which is a 2-1. Let's see. Okay, now this is something we also want to pay attention to. Look at how long they've had it listed. They've been trying to get it sold for a long, long time, so they're highly motivated. But as you can see, there's cheap houses all over there, bro. Look at this one sold for freaking 33 grand. Yeah, you need to have a search set up on this thing. I would offer these guys 50 as well. I'd probably that last house, I'm going to bring my offer down based on what I'm seeing on to like 30 grand. So that first one, I'd hit them with 30 cash. So how you make your offer attractive is just say cash, no inspections, close 30 grand. And then if you're planning on flipping it, you know you're going to put 50 into it. You're probably selling it for 120 on that first one, 130. So this one I would probably offer them. Let me look at the comps real quick here. That's a really nice house for $150,000. Yeah, I'd offer these guys like 60 grand tops. Yeah, and I'd do that same letter. Hey, my name is Nick. I'm going to be doing the work myself. Now, let me see. Did this have any acreage?
I think this one's on half an acre, which it looks bigger to me in the pictures, to be honest.
Yeah. I'd offer that. I'd offer them, these guys, like 60 grand tops. You're probably looking at, let's see, the roof looks solid. Yeah, you got to do a bunch of stuff.
Look at that bathroom layout.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to gut
See that toilet?
Yeah, dude. Well, look at that sink. We're gonna put your butt in the shower.
There's no space.
60 grand tops for sure. So I think the big lesson that you've just learned here is that you've got to be having searches set up. There's been a bunch of good deals like for 33 grand and stuff that I've seen.
Yeah. So is setting that search up, does that just mean that whenever a new property pops up, it'll alert me?
Yep. Yeah, you just need to be like anything under 100 grand I need to be known about because you've already did one. I like this one. It's got a good layout, got a nice brick house, better price. This is the best one that you've got right now. The other ones are long shots. This one I would go look at today. I would make an appointment with this agent and look, they just dropped it. I mean, they sold it for 55 back in 2006. This is a good deal.
Oh,
so
wow.
this one I'd want to go see today. I think you need to go contact those agents. It's been listed for a month and it hasn't sold. I think you could probably get it for less, but I would want to go look at this one today. Like if we found a deal, this is it. You're probably looking at is that kind of how your house looked when you bought it like that?
Yeah. It looked like those bedrooms.
Yeah. So you got about $40,000 into that. I think this is an easy one for you. Yeah. So it's a small lot. Yeah. I think you could probably pick this up for like 40 grand.
Is this something you'd be looking at? I mean, cause I can't spend that much in cash. Like, so what does that look like to you?
All right. So what you can do is you can get a hard money loan. I can hook you up with my guy. We can put a link in this video for other people who want my affiliate link, but I have an affiliate for Kiavi. So they'll give you basically 25% of whatever you buy it for. So let's say you pay 40 for this deal and you need to put 40 into it. So the total loan is going to be 80, right? So you'll have to put 25% down. So the other cool thing is you can use my real estate deal analyzer, which I don't think you've ever used. I'll have to get you a clean sheet, but just click on our deal analyzer, the one that you have and the other thing. So the way I usually do the quick math, because I don't even do the deal analysis in my head. So the way I do quick math is I'll be like, all right, let's say we're looking at this property right here. Let's say you got it for 40, you put 40 into it. Okay. So the way I do the quick math without doing the commercial deal or the real estate deal analyzer, which I employ all my students to use, is how much is it going to cost you to sell it? Let's call it 10%. So let's say you sell it for 140,000, take 10% off the top. That's 14 grand. So I'll bring that number down to 126. Okay. Cause that's going to account for basically my fees. So 126, I know I'm into the deal for 80, I'm looking at about a $40,000 profit spread. And then I would just add in my carrying cost would be the only thing else. Does that make sense?
Yes. And then is that you being conservative with the 140, like this total sales price?
Yeah, let's go and look at our range because I'll usually do a range. So, I mean, you're better than this. So let's look at the comparables on the map. I think you'll get the 140 on that one all day long. I think 140 to 160. That's why I said I'd lock this deal up right now. Like and everything else I wasn't really that excited about, as you could probably tell.
Yeah.
This one makes a lot of sense. Good sized lot, pretty simple rehab. If you could find another way to add another bathroom in there, that might make it more valuable. But I think 3-1, just the way it is going to be fine. Doesn't have a garage. That's a negative. So I think 140 is probably the low end. And I don't think you're going to see the 160 because I think some of these other ones had a garage. So let's look. All right. So this one didn't have a garage, but it's bigger and it's a modular home-ish. I think 140 is fine. I mean, even if at 130, it still makes sense. You know what I mean? If you make 25 grand on it, you're still going to be happy. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're not making less than 25 grand on this house. I always try to get a $40,000 profit margin on these things. The negative about you is on that one is it's a smaller house. So that would be the only thing. But I think if yours is all dialed in nice, you're in a great market to flip. I can just tell you that right now. Do you have any other ones you wanted to look at? So this one's under contract, so it hasn't sold. So
okay.
I might put a backup offer on this one as well.
I really like the kitchen for this one, or just that open area.
Yeah, I mean this one's weird though. It says it's 816 square feet, but it feels bigger.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, this looks bigger than my house.
Yeah, I think the square footage might be wrong on that.
You gain some money by remeasuring.
Yeah, a lot of people don't measure their houses. And the other thing I like about this, I think it's on a lot, 0.62. Yeah, I mean, you're in a good area, man. But the biggest thing I would tell you that we need to learn from this is what you need to do is like, I would do this called remove the outline. And I would do what like this and you go, all right, boom. I'm just gonna go everything right in here. So I'd go out again and like see. I want to know anything that's like close to your area. We don't want any of these ones that are really beat up to do. We don't want none of those mobile homes. So if I was you, I would just like looking at this screen. This is another one that I would consider. Let's look at this one. This one I would add as well to your list to offer on. But let's look down and see what we can see on the comps here. So D. Like B doesn't make sense. I wouldn't even look at B. D is a good one. A is a good one. I'd probably lowball these guys as well. And now what we can do is we can go in and be like, all right, Horry County. So we're going to take this and we're just going to go like this. I'm just going to go like, all right, I'm just going to go a little bit more pro. I'm going to go home tight. Let me get the things done. So I'm going to do under 100 grand. That's going to be my first search. Okay. Actually, let's do one for 50. That'll be our first search. So we've got all these houses to look at. And we're going to call this, you could call this one like broad search surrounding Myrtle under 50. Okay, right? So instantly, now you're going to see anytime anything comes in that area, that'd be one. So now I'm going to remove the outline. I'm going to go with your Horry County, and I'm going to go back to 100 grand, and I'm going to just save this search again. And I'm going to say exactly what this is, Horry County, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. And I might do one more, and I'll say like, because I believe this will help make you more money. So I'd go in here and say lot size, like anything that's on an acre or more. So I'd call this one 1 acre plus Horry County under 100. So this is really what you want to start doing. And then you can see around here, like, oh, what's this? This is 1 acre plus. Ooh, this is one you should definitely look at too. Ooh, that's an easy one, huh, Nick?
Yeah.
It's a big one. Let me see. This looks like it had flood damage. I do like it's on an acre, so it's on 1 acre. Let's look at the comps real quick here. I mean, it's worth probably 250. Looks like I'd probably lowball these guys as well. Offer these guys 50 grand. You're looking at probably a sizable rehab on this one, probably 80 grand.
But bigger profits.
Yeah, maybe 70 grand on the profit wise. Yeah, I think the first thing you need to do on that one is put a new roof on it and do the exterior work. That would be the first thing I would do on this house. But you are on an acre. I would definitely offer on that one too. I think you need to offer 50 grand on this one. So this is my second favorite that we've looked at today. This one's probably going to cost you 80 grand worth of work though.
So that's the end of this video. I hope you learned something. We're going to have a bunch more content like this as Troy teaches me, so stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions, feel free to share them below. And if you're looking for a real estate investing mentor, there's a link in the description to see if Troy and his team are a good fit for you. I'm definitely learning a lot, so I think you will too. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you learned something, and keep an eye out for those future videos.